Hey guys, I figured I'd try something a little bit different for this video today. So it's actually an unbelievably cool morning in Alexandria, and I'm going to go for a short run. So if I can figure a couple things out, you will see some info about the weather and what I'm trying to accomplish today written right here on my truck. So through the magic of video editing, it's now an hour-ish later. I ended up running close to 7 miles, and I'll have some stats overlaid on some footage I was able to take while I was out there. Hey guys, I'm back inside now through more magic of video editing. So I hope you guys like that intro. Please leave me some feedback either down below in the comments by liking and sharing this video. So let's get started with the rest of the video. I checked my mail the other day, which I normally never do because I have my issues with the post office. But anyway, I received this. And no, it wasn't a letter bomb. It turns out it was some stuff from Brooke over at, well, RunningBrooke, including a handwritten thank you note for being on the team and doing a good job so far. So again, thank you guys for your donations. I'm just playing the middleman here. I'm just directing you guys to them, as well as a whole bunch of other good stuff, like a map of Alexandria in case I get lost on my way to work. Looks like some Oh yeah, I was going to talk about this. Information about the Woodrow Wilson Bridge half marathon, which is about a mile that way. Well, the Woodrow Wilson Bridge is. I believe the race starts in Old Town and then ends over at the National Harbor, which I'm actually extremely interested in doing this year. That was a run I did quite a lot earlier in the year until it started getting hot. The reason being, no shade. It's all concrete, so it absorbs heat, and besides just being a generally unpleasant run when the weather's not favorable. So pretty much everything I talked about in the past couple of videos. And let's see what else the book sent over. An official visitor's guide for Alexandria. So yeah, I'll be using that to come up with a couple date nights for Gabby and I. Last but not least though, my favorite thing that came in the package was this, which is the official team shirt for I guess Brooke's team this year. Love the color, and those two logos right there, that's Pacers. They've been a huge help, and you guys should recognize that one right there. I hope so. I mean, it's not like it's also right there. What I'm going to be talking about today is the lifting considerations I've had to make and scheduling problems I've had. The biggest consideration I've had to make with lifting has honestly just been fatigue. I talked about this with Heather in my most recent interview with Pacers, which if it isn't up, I'll link it below when it is up. It was pretty much because once this training program really started kicking in, I was running, or I still am, running 4 days a week, and then I was lifting the other 3 days, and not having a day off to fully recover. I mean, there were some other personal issues going on, like yeah, sleeping issues and stuff like that. Same stuff that happens to everybody. With that, I wasn't fully recovering, so my runs were suffering and my lifting was suffering. So instead of doing two things poorly, I figured why not kind of go back to the drawing board and figure out how to do two things a lot better. So my plan, and hopefully it works, it seemed to work on Sunday, is lifting and running on the same day, 3 days a week. Not lifting on the fourth running day, which is the long run, so this week will be 13 miles. Saturday was actually 12 miles, not quite half marathon distance. Still went pretty well. I got kind of hot by the end of the run. So what I'm hoping to achieve with these changes is an increase in recovery time between not only running but also lifting sessions. I'll have about, say, like 36 to 48 hours to recover fully, as opposed to, you know, bouncing from session to session about 18 hours apart, maybe even a little bit less depending on my schedule that day. And I've also been trying to mix up the set and rep schemes. So far, what I tried for the last few weeks isn't working, and I'm going to go back to what I was doing before, which is doing like medium intensity loads, so 80%, like 80% intensity, and low reps, just to try to keep the volume and the intensity down, but still high enough so I'm getting a positive effect out of the workout, just enough so that a 45-minute lifting session in the gym will be enough, but not so taxing that it affects my run either in 2 days or like Sunday if I'm in the gym early and then run later on, that it affects it later on in the day. And in theory, this should work because I'd be working on 2 different energy systems. The running obviously being your cardiovascular energy system, and the lifting affecting the ATP and creatine phosphate system, which if you guys want I can elaborate on in a further video, but I think now we're up to about 7 or 8 minutes and I have to go to work in 6 minutes. So that's all for today. If there's any other questions, please leave them down below. Remember, share this video with everybody, like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube and you have your own channel. Ken Smith, subscribe down below. And also don't forget to donate. The link to my donation page will be down below. Links for RunningBrooke, links for Fitness Together. I don't think I used any research with this book, but I'll just link a Mark Ripito video to it anyway. Mark Ripito is like powerlifting Ron Swanson. Check his stuff out. So until then, thank you guys very much for your donations. And yeah, any questions, leave them down below. I'll talk to you guys probably on Friday or Saturday. Hey guys, all done with work. One thing I forgot to mention in the video is the next video. We'll actually be covering the considerations I made for lifting, what I'm actually trying to accomplish in the gym that I forgot to mention earlier, and maybe something about runner's high. I don't know. All the relevant links will be down below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. Share this video on Facebook, and please keep the generous donations coming in.